Did you know that when your child writes by hand, they are actually doing brain workout? What if I told you that every time your child picks up a pencil and writes, they are doing something extraordinary for their brain? In fact, researchers at institutions like Princeton, UCLA have studied this, and findings are proving that educators are thinking completely differently about that. Today, I want to share three things that happen in your child's brain when they write by hand and why this can be one of the most important investment you can do for your kid's growth. Hi, welcome. I'm Anand Kumar from InnerAlchemy to another episode of how handwriting can help your kids' overall development growth. When your child writes by hand, the brain activates what neuroscientists call a reading circuit, a network of regions that processes language, meaning, memory all together simultaneously. This is the same circuit that supports reading comprehension. So the act of writing by hand is literally building the brain's reading infrastructure. Studies comparing students who take notes by hand versus those who type have proven that the handwriters retain more information, understand it more deeply, and perform better on recall tests, even when the typists have written more words than the handwriters. Because typing is transcription, handwriting is synthesis. The child who is writing by hand cannot keep up to the word by word, so they have to decide what's important. The decision process is where learning happens. Interesting, right? Now let's understand the second brain benefit which happens through writing is the fine motor system. The small hand muscles in the kid's hand, when trained through handwriting, develop waves that have cascading impacts on their focus and attention span. There's a concept called embodied cognition, which is basically the idea that how we move our body have influence on how we think. Slow, deliberated structural movements of handwriting create something called as attention circuits in the kid's brain. And kids who practice consistently the handwriting with the structured practice have shown improvements in the overall attention span and in any task completion. And in fact, in the Mastering Penmanship program, I get to hear often from the parents that after a few weeks of handwriting practice, their kids have started to show improvements not only in the handwriting but their overall perspective at be it homework, be it the way they handle their own chores, or even the dinner table conversations. That's awesome, right? The third benefit is one of the one which I find it deeply fascinating as a graphic therapist. The act of controlled, deliberated writing has calming, regulating effect on the nervous system and its rhythm. It requires presence. It cannot be rushed without the quality immediately bitter writing, which teaches the child that quality requires patience. Children who struggle with impulsively emotional volatility or anxiety often respond remarkably well to a structured handwriting practice as it's a therapy and a grounding tool. When a child sits down, holds their pencil correctly, and writes one careful sentence, they've just given that nervous system a moment of calm. In a world of screens and simulations, this is a gift. If you'd like to know more about the Mastering Penmanship program and how we use these principles in a structured, age-tiered curriculum for children aged 6 to 16, the details are at here in InnerAlchemy.com. Drop a comment below and tell me how your child's teacher ever mentioned these concepts or as a concern. I read every comment and I'll respond. And subscribe if you want more content like this, and see you on the next episode.